Hello, my sweet friends. I'm not going to show my video for this because you've seen enough of my face and I don't feel great. So, can't have a normal day without having our morning meeting. So, our fun fact of the day is that the human hand has 27 bones. Our poll of the day, which do you prefer, dogs or cats? If you prefer dogs, raise your hand now. Guest teacher, will you count how many students prefer dogs? Alright, hands down. If you prefer cats, raise your hand. Guest teacher, will you count how many students prefer cats? Thank you. I'm interested to learn which one won. Was it cats or dogs? So our joke or puzzle of the day, this is a puzzle. One of these three is, again, an odd one out. So this is the original image right here. And they want you to look at A, B, and C and figure out which one does not match. So I am going to have our guest teacher pause the video and give you an opportunity to try to figure out which one does not match. If you chose that C does not match, you are correct. So, here is our video for today. 20 things we should say more often. But before we get that, lunch today is going to be lemon pepper chicken or beef fingers.
20 things we should say more often. Number 20, thank you. And not just on Thanksgiving, every day. Number 19, excuse me. Number 18, here's a surprise corn dog that I bought you because you're my friend. There'll be more corn dogs and more happy people. This is a good idea. Corn dog for you, corn dog for you, corn dog for you. Number 17, I'm sorry. Number 16, I forgive you. Number 15, you can do it. But don't say it if it's something I can't do. Number 14, another thing that we should say more often, I have barbecue sauce in my shirt too. Before you say something about the barbecue sauce on somebody else's shirt, take a look at the barbecue sauce on your own shirt. Number 13, please. Number 12, everything is going to be okay. Number 11, oh, you got me a corn dog too? You shouldn't have, buddy. Number 10, I don't know. I know a lot of people who need to say that. My sister. Number 9, you're so awesome I named my dog after you. Wait. That could hurt someone's feelings. I mean boat. I named my boat after you. Wait, who even has a boat? You're so awesome, I legally changed my name to yours. Wait, that's super creepy. Just tell people they're awesome and mean it. Number 8, hello, person that I've never met before. Here's a high five. Number 7, my sports team is not always the best sports team. It takes a big man to say that. Number 6, nothing. Sometimes that's the best thing you can say. Number 5. Doesn't mean anything, but it's just really funny. Number 4. I disagree with you, but I still like you as a person who is a human being, and I'll treat you like that. Because if I didn't, it would make everything bad, and that's what lots of people do, and it's lame. Whew, I need a water break, y'all. It's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to be mean. Number 3, sometimes you just gotta scream. Number 2, life is tough, but so are you. Sometimes we all need to be reminded to keep going. Number 1, something nice. Anything. If you can't think of anything nice to say, you're not thinking hard enough. So what about you? What do you think people should say more often? Leave a comment below and let's hear it. Oh, and I got a bonus one for you. Something that we should say more often? Let's dance.
So pancake, subscribe.
Alright, so there is our video for today. For math, I am going to click on this presentation. And I actually already have it open up right here. So, last week we started talking about subtracting with fractions. On Friday, we talked about subtracting a whole number from a fraction, and we talked about some strategies to change whole numbers into fractions. So we're going to continue that work today. Our goal for today's lesson is to find all kinds of differences. So I'm going to get into this, and we are going to decide which one doesn't belong. A, 2 minus 3/5. B, 10/5 minus 3/5. C, 1 3/5 minus 1/5. Or D, 10/5 minus 1. So I am going to give you a minute of quiet think time. That means that you are not talking, and you are going to try to figure out which one you decide doesn't belong. So in your 1 minute quiet think time, be sure to come up with a reason as to why the one that you think does not belong. So guest teacher, would you please pause the video and give students a minute of quiet think time? Thank you. So I want you to turn and talk with the person that is at your table and discuss which of these 4 subtraction with fraction problems you think does not belong. And after you share for about 2 to 3 minutes, we are going to write on the board some of the reasons why you think that they don't belong. So let's go through and talk about which one you think does not belong. So if you think that A does not belong, raise your hand. Guest teacher, can you record how many students think A does not belong on the board? If you think B does not belong, raise your hand. If you think C does not belong, raise your hand. And if you think that D does not belong, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you would like to share why you think A does not belong. So guest teacher, can you please pause the video and give students an opportunity to explain why they think that A does not belong? Choose like 2 or 3 students. And whenever you're done, you can restart the video, and I'm going to go through and explain. So, on Friday, boys and girls, we talked about taking a whole number and changing it to a fraction. So, if I have 2 wholes, and Miss Hogue's writing is not going to be the best because I'm doing it on a computer, but we'll make do. So, remember how we wrote our wholes, and we looked at our fraction. Bless, goodness gracious. So like I was saying, we have 2 wholes. That is our whole number. What is the denominator of our fraction? Raise your hand if you can tell me. Denominator of our fraction is fifths. So that means that our denominator is going to be fifths. If I have 1 whole, how many fifths do I have to have, friends? Well, if I have 1 whole, I need to have 5 fifths. So if I have 2 wholes, how many fifths do I need? If I count by 5, I need 5 10. So 2 wholes is equivalent to what fraction? Raise your hand. Guest teacher, call on a student. 10 fifths is correct. So I know that the whole number 2 is equivalent to 10 fifths. And I can subtract 3 fifths. Friends, raise your hand if you can tell me what 10 fifths minus 3 fifths is. 1, 2, 3. Tell me. It is 7 fifths. Good job. So if you said that A did not belong, was your reasoning that A was the only subtraction problem that did not start with a fraction? It was the only subtraction problem that had just a whole number. Alright, so now we're going to look at B. 10 fifths minus 3 fifths. I noticed something between A and B. When I converted 2 wholes to a fraction, that would equal 7 fifths. Raise your hand again if you think that B did not belong. Did you think that B was the only one that did not have a whole number in it? Because your thought process was correct. B does not belong because it's the only subtraction equation that does not have a whole number in it. Alright, C. 1 3/5 minus 1/5. Friends, we know that 1 whole is equivalent to 5/5. And they have 5/5 and that 3/5 together. So what are we going to have to do to the 5/5 and the 3/5? 1, 2, 3. Tell me, what do we need to do, friends? Yes, we need to add. So, friends, what is 5/5 plus 3/5? 5/5 plus 3/5 equals, tell me, 8/5. Absolutely. So now we have used our 1 whole. We have used our 3/5. The next part of our equation is to subtract 1/5. I want you to think in your brain, friends, what 8/5 minus 1/5 would equal. 1, 2, 3. Tell me. 8/5 minus 1/5 is 7/5. Perfect, friends. So, if you thought that C did not belong, and you said that C was not going to be which number or which equation belonged, did you think about how C is the only one that does not have the first fractional amount equivalent to 2 wholes? That could be a reason why C does not belong. And our last one, D. 10/5 minus 1. Well, we know that 1 is equivalent to what fraction? 1 whole. If we're working with fifths, 1 whole is equivalent to, raise your hand if you can tell me. Guest teacher, call on somebody, please. 1 whole is equivalent to 5/5. Absolutely, my friends. So if I have 10/5 minus 5/5, how many fifths do I have? If you say 5/5, you are correct. Now looking at all of these, my dear sweet students, A is 7/5, the answer. B is 7/5. C is 7/5. And D is 5/5. So, would D not belong? Because it has an answer different from all of the others. Stand up. Give yourself a pat on the back for all of your hard work through this Which One Does Not Belong. I want you to take a quick stretch break, and in just a moment, our guest teacher is going to begin the next video for you guys. See you in a second.